Alright, welcome to Venn Diagram tutorial. This is Swift Learn. So we'll be working on two subsets Venn diagram. Two subsets means if you've watched our set video, you understand what I mean by two subsets. So two subsets means set element that deals with just two different packs. You get two different sets. You have a universal set and you have a subset. So let's talk about two subset Venn diagram quickly. I'll explain it, then we'll start solving questions on it. Are you with me now? So first, how do you draw a Venn diagram? Venn diagram is mostly something like this. You have like a box starting from the scratch. You can have circles in it. Can be one, it can be two circles. It depends. Most times always like this. At times it will be like this. Depends on the question. You have a subset inside, something like it. Like let's say this is A and this is B. B is a subset of A. Subset means you can find it inside, just like subdivision of something. Like now, this is the universal set denoted as U, like this. Mostly is denoted in this way, and this is A and B. So I can say A and B are subsets of universal set what U. Look at it now. So this A is a subset of U. This B is a what subset of what A. Just like when you have a bus over another bus over another bus. You get that now? So I hope you get my analogy. You get that now? So this is the Venn diagram theory, and I promise we'll be solving questions from Waec past questions actually. So now two subsets Venn diagram. Alright, so I'm still working on my analogy. I'm not done. Do you get me now? So for example, if we are told that okay, A is of item 1 3 5 7, and let's say we have 2 here, and I am told that okay, B is having, let's say, 1 4 6 7, then the universal set is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Are you listening now? So now you have something like this. I said okay, illustrate in a Venn diagram. Illustrate in a Venn diagram. Alright, so I have a good circle here. Okay, I hope this fine by you. Alright, so let's leave that way. Okay, so now this is the universal set U. This is my A, this is my B. Are you listening now? Now I'll be teaching you the denotation. I would have gone straight to that, but we'll just be kind of wasting our time if you don't see the application of it directly. So please listen to the next things I'll be saying. They are so important for your understanding of this Venn diagram for two subsets. Now A and B, this part you are seeing here, this part right here is the A intersection B part. What is the meaning of A intersection B? It means something is common. That's the part whereby both of them is common, is known as the A intersection what? B. Are you with me now? So that's the A intersection B part. Okay, so what I was saying is your A intersection B is this place, because this place, as you can see, there is an intersection. Have you gotten where the word come from? Like where both of them meet, like a ring. So I can say, if I want to redraw this just for sake of clarity, okay, so for the sake of clarity, let's draw another one. I want to use this to explain something, so please listen carefully. Now this place, I'm using several colors. This place is your A union B, A intersection B, sorry. Why A colored with yellow? This A, this B. This is A complement intersection of B. Sorry, that's a very big mistake. This A complement of B, A intersection of B complement. Sorry, I'll come again. I'm really sorry about that. So now listen, this middle part is the A union B. It means they have something in common. Why this part is A intersection B complement? It means A only. That's another way of calling it, A only. It means there is A without B. So that without B is that B complement you are seeing right there. Are you with me now? Is the B complement you are seeing right there. So now moving on, what will you now call this place? If here is A only, here will be what? B only, and that's what? A prime intersection what? B. That's B only. So this universal set. Now for this one that everything is now outside, what will you call it? This means this part that is outside means it is not in A and is not in what? B, but it is what? Part of the complement of the universal set. Universal set. So that would be what? A union B, or what? Or complement. It means okay, it means it's trying to tell you that okay, I'm part of the universal set, but you cannot find me in A, neither can you find me in what? B. So a quick recap, this part that is colored red, that's why I use different color for them. This part that is colored red means B only. As you can see the way it is only B. That means A complement. It means without A. Here means both A and B. Here means this place means the yellow place means A only. That means A without B. And why this part means A union B complement. I hope you understand this. You can screenshot this and let this be at the back of your mind, because you'll be using it for two subsets Venn diagram a lot. I tell you, a lot. All right, so let's move on to our question now. So I want to arrange all of this. A contains 1, 2, 3, 5 and 7. B contains 1, 4, 6 and 7. Now what is common? 1 is common between both of them. I'll write 1 here. I remember that my A contains, I'll write the remaining 2. I have 3, I have 5, and I have what? I have 7. Why 1 contains 1, 4, 6. Sorry, 7 is common, so I will have to remove this. Do you get that now? So I have to put 7 here. So it's 1 and 7. So now if you look at it, B is 1, like this is the whole of B, this place like this. Look at my cursor on my pen. This is 1, 4, 6 and 7. Can you see it? Now the whole of A is here. 1, 2, 3, 5 and what? 7. Now the universal set has 8, but 8 is not in any of them. So where will 8 be? 8 will be what? Here. Can you see that now? So I'll be taking this off. I want to say 1 or 2 things before we move on to real questions. So just to say 1 or 2 things, I can say my A intersection B from here is what? 1 and 7. You see the good thing about Venn diagram. Venn diagram is just a diagrammatic representation of your set. I'll come again. Venn diagram is a diagrammatic representation of your set. Do you get that now? So this is A intersection B. Now if I want to say A prime intersection B, it means B only. What is in B only? Just 4 and what? 4 and 6. Are you with me now? If I want to say okay, A intersection B prime, that's A only A. As you can see, only A is here. That's what? 2, 3 and what? And 5. If I want to say okay, the ones that are neither in A or B, that's A union B. Both of them, I've joined them together. Prime, I remove them from the universal set. What is left? 8 is left. Do you now see relationship between Venn diagram and universal set? Alright, put that down quickly. We'll be moving on to the next question. Alright, before we move to solving our question, let's talk about something. When we have word problem in Venn diagram for two subsets, how do we solve the question? There's a formula. Your cardinality of your universal set for word problem of your universal set is equals to the number of your A plus the number of B, that's the second subset, minus the number of A union of what? Of B. That means intersection, sorry. That means the cardinality set, everything is equals to the number of A. We know when we mean number of A, it means everything that is here, including the one that is common between them. The B means everything that is here, including what is common. Y minus this. So this is like the formula or the law. So we'll be solving a question right now to denote what we are talking about. Alright, so I hope you can see this question. So I don't mind the question. It's actually our first question. But in my question bank, I have it as the 8th question. But let's just work with that. In a class of 80 students, 40 offered mathematics, while 50 offered chemistry. So basically, this is looking like a science class. Find the number of students that offers both subjects and the number of students that offered mathematics only. How will you solve this question? With this formula we have here. Now, we have two things. We have the number of those that studied mathematics. Have you seen where this cardinality come into play? Which is what? 40. The number of everybody in the class is what? 80. While the number of those that have chemistry is what? 50. And you'll be like, 50 plus 40 is already 90. It's even more than the universal set. No. The thing is that some people that offered chemistry are offering math. And some that are offering math are also offering what? Chemistry. So your own is just draw the Venn diagram first. Don't bother about that. Draw the Venn diagram. So let's draw the Venn diagram. Alright. So now these are Venn diagram. So now this is the universal set and is what? 80. Do you see the way I wrote my own? This is math M. I'll write 40 underneath. This is chemistry. I'll write what? 50. Now don't just start writing 50 40. No, because of some things that are common here. Now they said find the number of those students that offered both subjects. The students that offered both subjects should be those at the middle. Do you get it now? Like the intersection of the set, those are the middle. So I can say let those that offer both subjects, which is M intersection C, let it be what? X. So I can just put X here. So what would this place be? This place be what? You know that everything here is 50. So this big place be what? 50 minus X. If the whole of here is 40, this place be what? 40 minus what? X. Are you with me now? So there are two methods. I can say I can add everything. There's one thing that you must know sure in any Venn diagram. Are you listening? Everything you add must be equal to the what? Universal set. Or you can use the formula we did. You can use this. This is plus number of chemistry minus number of mass intersection chemistry. So this one is 80, right? According to what we said. Here's what? 40 plus 50 minus X, right? So if you put X here, that would be 90 minus 80. So those that offered both are what? Are 10. We've gotten our answer now, quite alright. But at times there's some questions that you will not be able to use formula. You just have to add everything and just work on it. So if I want to do it, how will I do it? I'll add everything. That'll be 40 minus X plus this X and addition something. 50 minus X equals to what? 80. Then I can say minus X, this will cancel each other. That's like a 0 something. Just like 0. Are you with me now? So moving on, this will be 40 plus x is what? 90 minus x. I think we're having something similar. So x will be what? 90 minus 80. X, which is M intersection C, or those that offer maths and chemistry, is what? 10 students. Are you with me now? That's how you solve the question. Now, they said those that offered mathematics only. Those that offered mathematics only. How will you do that? Simple. Those that offer mathematics only are the people that are here now. As you can see, there's no chemistry here. Do you understand it now? There's no chemistry there. So, those that offered maths only can, how will you denote it? What is your set notation? All these things we are writing, they are called set notation. All these things we are saying. The set notation of it is, that's maths complement of what? C prime. It means maths only, which is what? 40 minus x. And what is your x? Your x is what? 10. So those that offered math only are what? 30 students. Alright, let me just add one more question quickly. If I say those that offered chemistry only, you can pause the video and do that. Chemistry only quickly. Okay, welcome back. That will be M prime operation what? Sorry, I say operation complement of C. That's what? 50 minus x. So I can say those that offered chemistry alone be what? 50 minus 10, which is what? 40 students. Alright, so we'll be moving to the next question. Alright, our question 2. It says, in a town, those that have car are 65 in number, those that have bicycle are 55, while those that have both car and bicycle are 15. 15 people have both car and bicycle. Those are like the elites, the rich people. The total number of people in the town are 120. Now find the number of those that don't have car, no bicycle. That means there are some people that will not have any of those, and those that have car only. Those that don't have any, will probably be trekking. Alright, so that was by the way. Let's draw a diagram. So these just two subsets because it's only bicycle and car we have here. So let's draw the circle for this for car. So let me draw the one for this for my bicycle. Are you with me now? So these are car, this is bicycle, and this is what? Universal set. The universal set we are told is 120. Those that have car, best thing is to write it this way: car 65, number of bicycle is 55. I'm writing this because of Waec standard. This is 120. Now they said number of those that don't have anything. Wait, sorry. Those that have both car and bicycle are 15. Number of those that don't have anything means number of those that are C union B prime. They are not in C. They are not in category of C. They are not in category of B. Join them together, they don't fall in place, so they fall outside A. Is that clear? They fall outside there. Alright, so here is car at 65, here is 55. Those that have both are 15 inside here. So 65 minus 15 will be what? 50. 50 people have car only. So that has answered question 2 somehow. This is 40. Now those that don't have, I can term it as what? X. Okay, I love using my X. Alright, so I'll wrap up my screen, my board, and I'll move on. Okay, now let's work this out. So 120, remember the adding something I told you, is equals to this 50 plus 15 plus 40 plus x. We are not using the formula now because the formula will not really work in this case. So you can use this, very reliable. I have 120 equals to 50 plus 15 is 65 plus 40, that's 105 plus x. So once I subtract, that means those that don't have car, they have neither car nor bicycle, are what? 15 people. in that town. So number of those that have car only means car, intersection, bicycle, prime. That's what we say, 65 minus 15, right? Which is what? 50 people. Those that have bicycle only are what? 40 people. You see how easy it is? So I'll be giving you a question to solve, like a classwork. Then after that we'll move to the 3 by 3. I have a lot of questions on 3 by 3. It's very rampant in the past question, both math and even further math. Alright, so I'll give you the opportunity to solve this question on your own. So I'll be waiting for you to be done with your question. Let me just help you read it. In a certain country, 18 people speak French, while 40 people speak English. 4 people speak both languages, while 6 people speak none. So that should be speak none. Find the total number of people in the country. So pause the video, then solve it quickly. Alright, welcome back. If you've solved it, I hope you got the answer. In a certain country, we said 18 people speak French. So let's draw. It's a two subset question, obviously, because it only contains two things, just French and English. So a diagram. Good. So here we have the universal set, which we don't even know, because universal set will be the total number of people in the country. We have French and we have what? English. 18 people speak French, 40 people speaks English. 4 speak both languages, while 6 are nowhere to be found. They are not speaking any of them. Sometimes you don't have anything here, you just leave it like that and solve your question. So the number of universal set is what is unknown. Number of French speaking people are 18. Number of English speaking people are 40. Number of those that speak both language are what? 4. Are you with me? Now to get those that speak French alone, that will be 18 minus 4, which is what? 14. This will be 40 minus 4, which is what? 36. Now to get universal set, remember what I told you, the adding formula. You add everything. That will be 14 plus 4 plus 36 plus 6. I know you might be saying that, okay, I'll just add everything and I'll get the answer. No, you will not get it. Do you know why? Because those that are 18 that are speaking French, they are also part of those that are speaking English. Do you get it now? So the first thing is to break it up, split it up. This thing is very key. Many people in Waec have made this mistake, and has really affected their grades. Alright, so we have 18 plus 20 plus 6 is 24. 24 plus 36 is what? 60. So there are 60 people in that country. Alright, so this is the end of the 2 by 2 subset Venn diagram. If you have any question, put it in the comment section. This is Swiftlearn. Do well to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget that. Subscribe so you encourage us, and I'll be producing the third 3 subset Venn diagram, so that will be in a new video. Alright, so see you later in the next class.